It is time now for our Rants and Raves of the week, starting with you, Dan.
I have a qualified rave for Apple and for Twitter, both of which are actually hiring journalists for some of their latest ventures in news. Apple is starting an operating system level app called Apple News. Twitter is trying to present more of a curated experience for its users, and so they're doing a good thing. They're hiring journalists to do this. I don't trust their agendas completely. I think that it's a difficult partnership between journalism and some of these huge networks, but nevertheless, jobs are a good thing.
All right, Callie.
I have a rant rave. Yahoo just re-upped, or they're about to re-up, according to sources, Katie Couric's contract for $10 million a year. Now, the rant part of that is just crazy, really. I mean, relative to what the kind of visibility that she's brought to Yahoo,
like
better
zero.
than they had, but whatever. But the rave part, hey. Go, girl. Get your money. Get your money. You know, I'm sorry, men get it all the time.
Yeah.
We just were talking about Brian Williams,
Yeah.
so get your money.
It's $1 million per viewer.
Well, whatever. Get your money, Katie.
All right, Justin, what do you got?
I've got a very quick rave this week for the Boston media because area reporters beat Area Flax in the Hacks versus Flax softball game. It wasn't just that we beat the PR industry, we destroyed them 14-3. It was a victory for the First Amendment, I think. And for one night, you could see some really good baseball in this town, and it was not at Fenway
I
Park.
saw a lot of good tweets off of that, too.
It was a good time. A good time was had by all. Charlie Baker stopped by, so that means it was definitely a media event.
You sure they didn't just throw it to kiss up to the Hacks?
They released a statement later.
Got it.
All right, John, what have you got?
Well, I got a rave for Margaret Sullivan, the public editor of the New York Times, who wrote a withering takedown of her own paper's propensity for elite cultural obsessions. Do we have time to show the quote? Because I think your viewers would really enjoy it. Here's the money quote. She writes, and you're talking about they go overboard on Lena Dunham's every utterance and that book, Primates of Park Avenue. She writes, journalistic concern for the poor and the working class seems occasional and exudes a sense of poor them. Coverage of high-end topics, by contrast, provides a constant drumbeat of aspirational usness.
Whoa.
Aspirational usness.
Like we're all people who live on the Upper East Side
Right.
with white couches and
Yes.
cat food in the refrigerator.
When the last baby boomer kicks the bucket, that's got to go on the headstone.
That was a great piece for anybody who hasn't read it. All right, I have a very quick rave for a colleague of yours, Lisa Hughes, celebrating 15 years at WBZ. She's just the nicest, the sweetest, most professional, and I love her, and I love the PSAs too. They're very cute.
Yeah, they're very nice.
I should say that, but she's
Yeah,
cute. What can I say? I get away. I can say that.
Yeah.
She's a real pro,
And
too.
she's a real pro.
Yeah.
All right, now they're telling me somebody else can add to that. So they're giving me the stretch marks.
She's a real pro.
You know, one thing that Marty Walsh said about her, that there isn't a charity event that he goes to that she isn't the MC that night or she isn't involved in some way or other, and I agree. Everywhere I go, I see her too. All right, that is it for our show. Tell us what you think. Email us, tweet us, or leave us a comment. We're always on at beatthepress.org.